A good day, we'll be straying from our usual debate of Spider-Man versus Deadpool, switch to a topic more around classes. We'll be discussing if the red-footed cannibal fly or the Chinese praying mantis is the better predator for our insects in human society class. As you guys know, I am Julia Francis, and I will be defending the Promaceus rufipes, or the red-footed cannibal fly.
And I'm Stormie, and I'll be on the side of the Tinodera sinensis, or the Chinese praying mantis.
As we mentioned before, we will be determining which of the two specimens is a better predator. Today we are going to present our sides. While Stormie may think the Chinese mantis is the greatest predator known to mankind, I would have to disagree and say it is actually the red-footed cannibal fly. My predator is honestly pretty terrifying. This insect can fly rather quickly and tends to be described as a blur that allows it to snatch other insects from the sky. You can't tell me that what I just expressed to you didn't instill you with fear. They also produce a chemical-laced bite that easily lets it subdue its prey. It even looks intimidating with its tiger-like stripes and large black eyes. These predators are well known to attack creatures like spiders, dragonflies, and even hummingbirds. It does play an important ecological role in regulating the populations of creatures in the southeast, but can also be damaging, especially since they seem to favor bees, which got them the nickname the bee panther.
The Chinese praying mantis was originally from Asia, but eventually came to North America through international commerce, and now can be found all over North America. These guys are commonly kept as pets, and can camouflage with their brown and green colors. In their nymph forms, they lack wings or any special appendages. The females are commonly large and heavier, but both are otherwise relatively the same. This predator is a rather quiet and docile, and is not very aggressive. Like the previously mentioned red-footed cannibal fly, the Chinese mantis is known to eat hummingbirds as well as small reptiles, amphibians, and each other.
Though both species are known to eat pretty big predators, there is no doubt that the red-footed cannibal fly is much more aggressive and could not be kept as a pet like the Chinese praying mantis. I would have to say that the aggression my specimen brings makes it a better predator, especially because it is attacking more constantly than the mantis and probably even kills more prey than the mantis does. The definition of a predator, according to Google, is a person or group that ruthlessly exploits others. There is no way you could say the mantis is more ruthless than my specimen.
Well, I think that my predator being less ruthless makes it a better predator. If it were more ruthless, it would give itself away. Instead, the mantis can be very still and capture its prey when you least expect it. This makes my specimen more like a ninja, which is known to be one of the deadliest and most skilled killers. Therefore, in this case, you could say that the mantis is the better predator because it uses a better method to take its prey out.
I think that's a fair point, especially since the mantis can camouflage pretty well, but I do think that my creature's ability to move quickly, avoiding fights if there has to be one. Ability to move quickly helps it avoid fights if there has to be one. Also, if my prey begins to struggle, the red-footed cannibal fly can avoid being eaten by injecting its prey with a cocktail that can immobilize and liquefy its insides. This ability to stun its prey allows for a more guaranteed kill that allow for this creature to move on to its next prey, and then the next, while the mantis lacks abilities like this, and have to fight its prey if it were to go for something on the larger side.
I mean, you make a good point, but when it comes to the red-footed cannibal fly having an advantage at stunning its prey, mine is still superior. The way the mantis can hold still and strike at the most opportune moment allows it to grab its prey and just at the right time to increase its chances of taking its prey out with one hit. In my research, I was even able to find that though they have some predators themselves, they can turn one of them into prey by successfully fighting them off.
I think that you made fair points, but I think the red-footed cannibal fly, is still better, and though it has predators too, its coloration can actually scare predators, and therefore they can avoid death, and can also cause them to have more prey because they look similar, as they potentially look like a wasp or a hornet. This aggressive mimicry allows them to successfully eat more prey, just like their chemical cocktail does. These insects are pretty important in how they take out some species of pests, but they can also be quite aggressive to species that we need, and therefore we should know more about them to use them as a biological control so we can also avoid the damage to the insects we wish to keep around.
I think that your points were also quite thought out, especially in the order that you presented them, but I still think that my specimen is much better predator than yours. The Chinese praying mantis can turn its predators into prey with its fighting abilities. It is very smooth and can be quick in how it moves. but it does it in a very smart manner, which allows it to be successful. My species is also rather important because it can get rid of several pests and does not cause any harm to the environment, thus making it an overall superior and beneficial predator of all. Oh, well, all in one, my bad. Not of all.